What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Jump. Guys, I want to talk about the situation with Kwame Brown. Now, Kwame Brown has been lighting it up like last week on YouTube. I saw a stream. He had like 9,000 people in the chat. He's entertaining, right? Like, for sure, everybody's talking about him right now. Ever since that Gilbert Arenas video, he's been going in on everybody. He's been talking about, Steven Jackson, Matt Barnes, Gilbert Arenas, Shannon Sharp. He coming with some heat, and everybody he's like the world's famous new YouTuber. People were talking about obviously Kevin Samuels and stuff. And the last week, outside of the Kevin Samuels talk, there's Kwame Brown. But one of the things I'm gonna talk about right now is Kwame Brown, basically Charlemagne the God. Now, people don't know that Kwame Brown originally is from South Carolina, although he grew up, I believe he played basketball in Georgia. That's why he's always referring to himself as the Geechee, part of the Geechee clan, which we all know a lot of Geechees in South Carolina. Charlemagne the God also is from South Carolina, okay? So what happened was the Breakfast Club, after, the next day after, remember, Kwame Brown roasted, all the Smoke hosts, okay, alongside Gilbert Arenas. Charlemagne the God was telling people, don't come for Kwame Brown, because Kwame Brown's family, they're some sick individuals. They're crazy, right? And there's an urban legend, his father killed his girlfriend with an axe handle. His brother committed suicide. And this is what Charlemagne the God said as a quote. Day music! I'm saying all that to say, leave Kwame alone. That man has been quiet for 20 years. He don't bother nobody. Clearly, all that he's a bust up gets to him. You don't know what people are going through or have been through. But it's I guess Kwame Brown took offense to that. Okay. Now, what I want to do is there's actually a Twitter clip here that I want to play. Okay. I want to play it. It's about 20 seconds. All right. And it's maybe about 2 minutes or 20, but I want to play the clip and let you guys hear what he had to say. We'll try to beep out the cuss words and stuff like that. But yeah, let's go ahead and play that clip.
So, Steven Jackson, Charlemagne the God case guy that actually pled guilty and got away with it. We're gonna name you got away with it. So because I called two gentlemen that you can clearly hear on your podcast that they tapped somebody and said only one person was part of the trade. You mean to tell me you gonna purport the story the way that you see fit? You want to talk about a brother that I never met, that my father had children outside of his marriage, just like DJ Envy cheating? So I'm wrong because my father had a son at the time that I never met. So you're going to put out to the world that like I'm some killer. When I asked these gentlemen and they said they was joking. So now it's time to light your little up too. We're going to find that girl, punk, allegedly. Matter of fact, we ain't got to say alleged because you on the docket. So we're going to talk about you. Since you punk ass beta males that's on the Breakfast Club, DJ Envy, no neck having punk weasel, you just like the rest of the lying all the goddamn time. And Charlemagne, you shut your up. Cause since when words became violent, you taking too many marching orders from women. You dumb son of in the definition of the word violence, it start with physical altercation, physical contact, not words. So I don't subscribe to that. So I'll see you in a minute to get violent on YouTube, you punk. Y'all talking about somebody violent because they talking. They ain't violent when they saying they gonna come to LA, Atlanta. They not violent. I'm the violent one. That's the message y'all want to put out. My daddy go to jail, so it's my fault. I told you. See how y'all want to tell the story? See, people? See how they want to tell the story? A rose that grew through the cement. I don't got nothing to do with what my daddy did. I got my own hands, my own arms, and my own brain. And you got your own body and your own penis that allegedly you used to girl, you punk. And you so protected, you bald head, weasel face, bleach face, that nobody is allowing, nobody taking you off air for girl. But you get up on camera talking about protect all women. And now a man finally calling your ass out. Now I'm violent from my truck. I'm a violent guy from my truck talking on the phone. Fuck out of here. See you on YouTube.
All right, so you heard what he had to say there, okay? Now, Kwame Brown, he admits that he's never seen his father, okay? And, this is what he was getting at, the other chick. I forgot her name, but, the one chick that's on ESPN, that dusty one. So, yeah, he was getting on her because she was trying to insinuate, at least he felt, Jamel Hill, that he was violent. And here's what Charlemagne, the God, is trying to do, too, trying to paint a picture of him negatively. But Kwame Brown is pointing out, like, yo, wasn't you the one that messed with an underage girl and got away with it? Like, if there's anybody that's here that is guilty of something, it's you. And see, he also on that stream asked black women, why do you still are supporting the Breakfast Club when you know that Charlemagne the God is guilty of doing this to young black women? But y'all just forget that he did this. See, this is what he's talking about. All right? And I think he has a point. A lot of times, a lot of black men are, DJ Envy is a cheater on his wife, and he pointed that out too. But a lot of black men are being painted with a broad brush. And like I said, Kwame Brown is exposing all of this. This guy got a big future on social media content if they don't be a hater and take his page down. Because he's telling some real facts. He's telling some real red pill truths about these industries. These people are working for white folks, trying to take down these brothers, and Kwame Brown is pointing it out. And he's absolutely right. How can black women have an attitude with Kevin Samuels, but don't got an attitude with Charlemagne the God? And Charlemagne the God is talking about he's violent. Kwame Brown, outside of, him admitting that he got into a fight and knocked somebody out before, he's trying to paint him as a violent guy because he's defending himself, speaking back. See, that's whenever you're a black man and you too pro-black or you too big on your stance, even a lot of the brothers want to call you a violent, because you want to stand up for yourself. Whenever a black man wants to be strong in his positions, you want to say he violent. No, that man ain't violent. He's just a black man taking a strong position that you don't like. And because he don't have to work for them like you do, he can take that position. Because he's his own man. He's autonomous of the system. But a lot of y'all don't like that. And when the black man decided that he had enough, that he want to make a way for himself, all of a sudden, you want to say, oh, he's violent, oh, he's crazy, he's this and he's that and all this other foolishness. That man ain't violent and that man ain't crazy. He know exactly what the hell he talking about. Kwame Brown know exactly what he's talking about. He's a very bright man. Listen to what he's talking about. He's smart. He not no dummy. Okay? And that's why he's getting so many views, because they all know that what he's talking about is the truth. This is a young man that experienced at the time so many things and then kept quiet about it. And now he exposing how a lot of these brothers out here is hoes in the industry. And he need to keep doing it. And this is the reason why black men we have to support brothers like Kwame Brown. We got to support brothers that come out and tell the truth about things that are going on in the system. So guys, what do you think? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. I really appreciate you for all that you do. Subscribe, hit the bell, check out the first comment in the top. Check out the Black Men Perspective t-shirts. And as you know, the buffoonery remains at an all-time high.